Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gulley with Barb's Tea Service, and we are back in the studio, courtesy On TV Studios, for our 51st podcast.
Oh, do I need to do an applause? I think I do. All right.
All right, thanks.
All right.
And as you know, I'm here, as always, with studio engineer, co-host, and arm candy, Chris Gulley.
Here I am. I'm still endeavoring to put the snappiness in my snappy patter for our 51st show.
All right, keep up that snappy, because we're on our way to our next 50.
Yes.
So,
all right,
keep the snappy momentum going.
I will.
All right. So, we celebrated our last podcast. That was our 50th.
Right.
And a shout out again to our 5-time guest, special guest,
yes.
Rob.
Yeah.
Who also joined us for the celebration, as well as received his 5-time BTS podcast special guest hoodie.
That's a lot, and that's quite the prize.
It really is.
And you too, out there in podcast land, can be a part of this exclusive club.
Exactly.
You just got to show up.
For 5 times.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Really, that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The bar is low.
It is. Although all our special guests so far have been off the charts great.
Yes.
So, big shoes to fill, but don't be intimidated.
Right.
Okay. So, this podcast, we're going to be celebrating something else.
Okay.
Downton Abbey.
Oh, yeah. So that's going on.
That's kind of occupied my whole month.
Yes.
And you've joined me in some of it.
Uh-huh.
But the third and final Downton Abbey movie came out last week.
Yes.
This weekend we went down to watch it. But we also presented 2 Downton Abbey teas.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So lots of Downton Abbey.
Yes.
So today what we plan to cover is...
Let me guess. Something
Go ahead.
to do with Downton Abbey? Okay.
Keep that snappy.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to talk about Downton Abbey.
Right.
September Downton Abbey events.
Right.
The tea in Stevensville.
Okay.
We had another Downton Abbey tea in Lyon Township.
Right.
We saw the Downton Abbey grand finale, the movie.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about a Downton Abbey auction.
Okay.
And if we have time, a little Downton Abbey etiquette.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
There's a theme.
Too much Downton Abbey?
No.
Impossible.
No.
Right.
Right.
But first tea.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so today we're trying the Grantham Farewell.
Wow.
Okay.
There we go.
And I'm going to show this to the camera.
All right. Oh.
See that?
Yeah.
So this is one of the new Downton Abbey teas from Republic of Tea.
Okay.
All right, let's take a taste.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It makes me want to wear a bowler hat just like Lord Grantham.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I should drink this tea more often.
Okay.
So, are you picking up anything?
Well, so it's a black tea, and a lot of florals in it. A little, I don't know, some kind of spicy. Or not spicy isn't like jalapenos, but just a little on the back of the tongue sort of thing.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Very good. Because the label states that this blend was inspired by the Crawley Estate Gardens.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Drinking your English garden.
That's right.
Okay.
So we have, as you noted, it's black tea, hibiscus, lemon myrtle, ginger, strawberry, lemon, and cucumber flavors.
Nice.
And along with licorice and spearmint.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So maybe the licorice and the ginger is what give it that spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think it's
very good.
A really nice blend. When I was reading some of the reviews, some people said they couldn't pick up the cucumber.
Yeah.
But I can.
Yeah. It's subtle.
It's subtle, but okay. And the label also says, raise a cup to tradition, family, and the spirit of resilience.
I can taste the resilience.
Can you?
Yes. Wow.
You're picking up quite a bit there.
I know.
Okay, good for you.
All right.
So as I mentioned, the big news is the final chapter of Downton Abbey, of the Downton Abbey trilogy, premiered last weekend.
Right.
And guess who saw it?
I think you did.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I went along with Best T, Hamby, and we went to see it together. Loved it.
Yep.
Laughed, cried. I won't give any spoilers.
Okay.
but it was, if you love Downton Abbey, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
It was really good. And you know what? Not to boast, but we were among the first to know that a third movie was very likely.
Yes, that's right. You are in the know.
I am in the know. So 2022, when we met up with Lady Carnarvon in Newport, Rhode Island, that was just when the second movie was coming out, A New Era.
Right.
And we asked her if there was going to be a third movie.
Okay.
She didn't hesitate. She said, that depends on you.
Okay.
America.
Okay.
If you like the second movie, there's going to be a third.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of
right.
responsibility.
Yeah.
But she knew that if the fans were there, it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it did. So there you go. But it's a little bit bittersweet because, this has been part of our life for the past 15 years.
Yep. It's been a minute.
It really has. And we've really enjoyed our Downton Abbey journey.
Yes.
And we hit the ground running.
Yes.
We went to one of the first Downton Abbey traveling exhibits in Wilmington, Delaware.
Right.
And that's where they show some of the costumes and props from Downton Abbey. And we met up with Jessica Fellows.
Yes.
She gave us some inside stories because,
well,
she's written about 6 of the Downton Abbey companion books.
Okay.
She has a great connection.
Yes, she does.
That's her uncle.
Okay.
Guess who he is?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think he's involved with the show.
Yes, Julian Fellows. So, and then, as I mentioned, we've also interviewed Lady Carnarvon twice. First time was back in 2015 when we went to Highclere Castle.
Right.
Well, Rachel and I went to Highclere.
Right.
I think you and Matt hung back in London.
Right, yeah.
Just did some museum.
We were some lads about town.
You were. So then Rachel and I met up with Lady Carnarvon in 2022 at Newport, Rhode Island. She was here as part of a blended Gilded Age Downton Abbey event.
Right.
We met with her. We spilled the tea, so to speak, outside the patio of the Breakers.
Right.
And I'm going to do air quotes. It's one of the biggest, air quotes, cottages in Newport.
Yeah.
When it's 60,000 square feet, you still call it a cottage?
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
I'm that guy.
You are that guy. Okay. So when you and I have been to Newport a few times.
Right.
And were there any highlights when you went to Newport?
Well, the whole thing is it's a kind of a frozen in amber, Gilded Age architecture, and you can go into the houses and all that stuff. But it's a kind of a point in time. These are all. I think very few are private residences at this point.
Right.
So they're all, you can take tours and things like that. So that was very interesting. But yeah, it was very, you do get that. A lot of energy and money went into this.
Right.
And it was really kind of a testament to those times. And fortunately we're left with those to kind of look at and say, wow.
You're right. It's really kind of like a living snapshot of that time that this is preserved.
Right.
And for us, this seems quite old.
Right.
But I remember asking Lady Carnarvon what she thought of these historic homes in Newport.
Right, yeah.
And she said, well, they're just like 200, maybe slightly over 200 years old.
Yeah.
She lives in a house that has like 1,000 years worth of history.
Yeah.
So they're new on the block.
Pish posh.
Yes, exactly. But when we were talking to Lady Carnarvon, obviously this Downton Abbey was a real boon.
Right.
To Downton Abbey, to Highclere. Oh, and I want to show. I've actually been to Highclere.
Oh, yeah. There's the proof.
There's proof. That's from the gift shop. But when Downton Abbey came to Highclere Castle in 2009, they started filming in 2010.
Right.
But like many of the Gilded Age homes as well, they were becoming white elephants.
Right.
Very hard to staff and to...
money pits.
Oh, exactly. So in 2009, Highclere Castle had about over $12 million worth of repairs that were needed.
Right. Yep.
So
there you go.
Yeah, real gift to Highclere.
Yeah, we need to have some show filmed at our cottage.
We do. And it really is a cottage, but we can accommodate quite a few.
Right.
That's a good angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody out there want to do a...
Right. Okay. Yeah. When I saw today on the news that there was an influencer who was referred to as a laundry influencer, I was like, nothing's impossible.
No, that's right. Wow. Although some things should be.
Maybe.
All right.
But I will say, not on that scale, of course, but Downton Abbey's been very good for business. Right. For Barb's Tea Service. Right. And yesterday I did like a quick tally. It's rough, but the numbers for as many Downton Abbey teas that we've put on over the past 10 years, it's been over 30.
Yes.
And when you figure that of this past decade, 2 years you can kind of discount.
Yeah, there was I don't know, some raging disease happening.
Right. Yeah. Quarantine. So we weren't getting out doing many teas.
Right.
So if you look at it that way, say we have 8 years, that's about 4 Downton Abbey talks, per year, which is pretty incredible. Yeah. And we had a record year of tea talks this year.
Right. Yeah.
But 6 of those so far were Downton Abbey. Yeah. So big year for us here. And we presented Downton Abbey tea talks all over.
Yes.
Northern Michigan. Yeah. Eastern Michigan.
Right.
Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 down in Florida.
Yeah.
And then just recently on the western side of Michigan.
Right.
So that brings us to our 2 Downton Abbey tea talks. And the first one was in Stevensville.
Yes.
Stevensville.
Yeah.
Had you ever heard of Stevensville?
Never. We had to look it up.
Yes, we did. And it's really a beautiful library.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when you were first looking at it and said that it was a village of 1,000 people or something like that, you get a mental, like, oh, is this like a converted barn or something like that? And it was nothing of the sort. It was a beautiful facility.
It was beautiful. And the great librarian in charge of adult programming, Amy.
Right.
She said, we don't make people register for this.
Right.
You could be 3, it could be 15. We're hoping for 20.
Yeah.
Well, it got up to 30, and they're still bringing out tables and chairs.
Yeah.
So a great turnout.
Yeah.
And honestly, one of the best crowds.
Yes.
They were just wonderful, friendly, engaged.
Yeah.
Really loved it.
Nice.
And I think this is one of the first ones where you actually assisted.
I was in the neighborhood, so.
Yeah. Because it was a long drive, we made a little trip out of it, a mini vacay.
Right.
So we introduced you as the co-host of our podcast, and AKA Arm Candy.
There you go. Yep.
Everyone enjoyed that.
Okay.
And then, as I mentioned, we made a mini vacay. We stayed in Holland.
Right.
Overnight. Lovely town. And we had talked about Holland in our podcast.
Right.
And also blogs back in May.
Right.
Whole thing on Holland and its roots in Holland over across the ocean there.
Right.
And we had done a little tulip festival event with my cousins, aka the sisters.
Right.
And then while we were on that side of town on our way from Stevensville up to Pemberley, we stopped at my cousin's.
Right.
And she provided this beautiful lunch for us. Yep. And she had all her fall decor out.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's right.
So I am inspired. Watch out. Here come the glass pumpkins.
Okay. Can't wait.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then this week we did another Downton Abbey tea talk at a library in Lyon Township.
Yes.
And this was another first for us.
Right.
And I shout out to Bestie Pam for helping out with that.
Right.
And one thing this was another great crowd.
Right.
Really engaged and interested. And I bring my Heron teacup that I bought in Hungary.
Right.
And it has Downton Abbey connections.
Right.
But before the program even started, a few guests came up and they said, "That's Heron porcelain, isn't it?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Wow, yes."
These people know.
Oh, yeah.
They know.
Pretty savvy. So one woman was a collector of fine china, so she recognized it. Another woman her family is from Hungary.
Yes.
She said, it's big with our family. She said she didn't realize until I did the whole program that this was something that was also big with English and the aristocracy.
Right.
So pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we did a podcast on Heron porcelain a while ago.
Right.
I also wrote about Heron porcelain for Tea Time the March-April issue of 2022.
Okay.
But there were two. This is kind of a refresh. See if you can recollect. I'm going to give you a little trivia.
Very good.
There's two famous collectors. Well, there's a lot of collectors of the little heron porcelain figurines.
Right.
Two we talked about specifically. One was a royal, and then one, I'm going to use air quotes, actor.
Yes.
And the royal, maybe see if you can remember, and I'll give you a hint for the actor.
Okay.
If he was going shopping, he would say, "I'll be back."
Wow, that's great. You do a great one.
Thank you.
Yes. Bob Hope, right?
Close.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to know the answers to that.
All right. Yeah.
I think it's in the article. Okay. All right. So also mentioned that there was an auction for Downton Abbey. So that tells you for sure that they are winding down.
Yeah.
They're concluding the series.
They're selling the props. It's over.
Right.
Yeah.
But this was a really cool event. It went on for a month. It just concluded this. Right. This is Friday. It just concluded this week.
Right.
In England, the Bonham Auction House, they auctioned off a lot of the props and costumes and things associated with the Downton Abbey series for a charity.
Right.
And it took in over $2 million.
Nice haul.
5 times more than they expected, which is pretty cool.
Very good.
And they had participants from over 44 countries.
Mm-hmm.
And it ranged from like small little desk items and little autographed items, menus, to a car.
Yes.
Okay, and this was the Grantham family car in the series.
Right.
It's called a Sunbeam.
Yes.
I know nothing about cars.
Yeah.
But this was from 1925.
Right.
And it said that at the time this was considered far superior to a Rolls Royce.
Nice. Well, that's it was funny. I had never had heard of that make a car either. You know, when we hear Sunbeam, like, well, that's like a small appliance.
Right. Yeah. Well, this sold for $260,000.
All right.
So a little bit more than your
mixer.
steam iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you cook and I a steam iron.
All right.
Okay.
Very good.
But then a few others of note.
Yep.
Lady Mary's wedding gown from the season 3 sold for $21,000.
Okay.
The harem pants.
Yeah.
I always talk about the harem pants that Sybil wore.
Yeah.
That actually went for, now last weekend it was up to $5,000.
Right.
It sold for $13,000.
Somebody needed them some harem pants.
Yes.
All right.
Wow. And that's, you'd either put it on display or you'd have to be tiny.
Yeah, that's right.
They were small. Okay. But this was for a great charity. It was called Short Lives. It's a charity for children with life-limiting conditions in the UK.
Right.
So congratulations to the charity and all the winners.
Yes.
That's very
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. But there, again, this is bittersweet. We're seeing the end come, but we're still hopeful.
Yes.
Because there's been talks and speculation that there's going to be a Downton Abbey Gilded Age crossover stories.
Okay.
And they are also speculating that there could be offshoots of
spin-offs
of some of the characters in Downton Abbey.
Okay.
Much like Star Wars.
Yes. Well, will it also include action figures?
It could.
Okay.
It could,
okay.
Yeah.
Probably not, but.
Carson with a raised eyebrow.
That's right.
That would be great.
Okay.
But because I think Star Wars really has run the gamut.
Uh-huh.
So there's no end, I think, to Downton Abbey. No. So we don't have to worry. We're going to keep celebrating.
Very good.
And just like, for example, Jane Austen.
Yes.
She wrote these 6 novels well over 200 years ago.
Yep.
We're still talking about her.
Yeah.
We're still celebrating
That's
her.
Right. Yep.
And in a few podcasts to come, we're going to talk about something pretty exciting that is coming on board that we can't talk about right now.
Okay.
But it's to celebrate her 250th anniversary.
That's right. Okay. All right.
And then also we've got another tea talk scheduled for next week. It's
yes.
in Birmingham. This will be tea customs around the world.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And very excited about that because we're adding a brand new element that
yes.
we haven't done before.
Uh-huh.
And we can't talk about that either until next podcast.
Zip those lips.
So why bring them up?
Right.
Oh, because they're just a little bit of a little tempting.
It's a tease.
Teaser.
It's a
okay.
tease.
But here's something we can talk about.
Right.
A podcasting event.
Yes.
We've mentioned this a few times before.
Right.
But there is a podcasting event that's being sponsored by Competent Communicators Toastmasters Club.
Right.
And the event is called So You Want to Start a Podcast.
Yes.
Okay, let me get that again. As professionals, we've done over 50, right? So you want to start a podcast.
Nice. Okay. You nailed it.
Thank you. And this is going to be held October 8th at Shelby Gardens in Shelby Township.
Right.
The doors will open at 8 o'clock.
Right.
The event will start at 8:15.
Right.
And you can also log in.
Right. It's a Zoom meeting as well.
Exactly. And it's going to feature a panel discussion with experienced podcasters.
Who on earth could that be?
I don't know. I'm still checking if we're on the invite list.
Yeah.
But anyway. Well,
we are.
Okay, good. Thanks, Rick and Carol, for the invite.
Yeah.
And we'll list that information also in our comments.
Right.
Okay. So we have a few minutes.
We do. You've got plenty of time.
All right, good. Then I want to talk a little bit about Downton Abbey etiquette.
Love it.
Okay. And this comes from etiquette expert and consultant to Downton Abbey, Alistair Bruce.
Yes.
And some of these etiquette tips we've talked about before, but it's always good to get a refresher. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So dining etiquette.
Okay.
In Downton Abbey times, not that much dissimilar than today.
Right.
Some of them are still relevant.
Right.
So first, you don't sit down until your hostess sits down.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And when the hostess places her napkins on her lap, what does that mean to you?
Dig in.
Oh.
This is why I never get invited.
I'm going to raise a person eyebrow on that one. No, it's your signal to do the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. And then you never touch the chair with your back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You don't lean back and loosen your belt.
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Is that the implication here?
That is right.
Okay.
And here's something. You don't bring your mouth towards the table.
Okay.
So don't lunge it.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't comment on the food.
Yeah.
Because nobody at the table prepared it.
Yeah.
It'd be the cook.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then as we talk about, only the married women were allowed to wear tiaras to dinner.
That's not fair.
No.
What if I wanted to wear a tiara?
Well, you meet one criteria.
Okay.
All
right.
And then we talk about social interactions.
Yes.
And here, this is still pretty good advice today.
Right.
What to talk about.
Yes.
Money, you didn't talk about money.
No way.
All right. Don't want to hear about.
Yeah. But we don't have any, so.
Yes.
That's easy. Next.
Right. And then you don't want to talk about what they did for a living.
Okay.
Now that's a little change.
Yeah.
Because today it's not considered bad to have a job.
Right.
In fact, it's encouraged.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then other conversations that you want to avoid: sex, health, politics, and religion.
Yes.
That pretty much is what we do not cover.
Right.
So, hey.
Exactly.
Occasionally, but okay. And then you would bow or curtsy.
Okay.
You wouldn't shake hands or embrace or kiss.
Oh, okay.
That was displays of affection were kind of, keep it in.
Yeah.
So no spontaneous outbursts of joy, anger, or sorrow.
Okay.
So there's your family Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. And then correct titles, you would talk, for example, you are a lord, so they would refer to you as Lord Gulley.
Yeah, that's right. I insist.
And then I would be Lady Gulley.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then our staff.
Yes.
Who's nobody.
That's us, too.
They would refer to their lord and lady as my lord and my lady.
Okay. That's so confusing.
It is. Thank goodness. We don't have a lot to worry about that. But here's something else that we talk about a bit in our Downton Abbey tea talks when we talk about dress.
Right.
And it's noted that the restrictive corsets were starting to go out of fashion.
Yes.
Certainly being loosened up.
Right.
And this would be the tea dresses didn't require a corset at all.
Right.
Okay. But now we're kind of going back into some of that restriction. On the scene over 20 years ago, about 2002, Spanx came out.
Right.
And they were kind of a comfortable,
tighten it up
corset.
Yeah.
But just this week in New York Times, they have a feature called Wirecutter.
Right.
And Rachel.
Yeah, swears by it. Yep.
Oh, and now I'm addicted to it.
Yep.
But they talked about this new product, Spanx denim jeans.
This sounds horrible.
And they referred to this term as compression technology.
Wow.
Ooh. Apparently, it's a bit of... What are you...
Oh, I don't know. Sausage comes to mind. I don't know.
The casing.
Yeah. All right.
Well, apparently it doesn't really work very well with denim.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You can kind of get the shape, but maybe not the comfort. And it's just all over the place. So their bottom line was, they were uncomfortable jeans that don't fit too well.
Okay.
So you know what I say?
Tell me.
Let's go back to that tea dress.
Yes. Yeah.
Or sweatpants. the comfy pants.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
And okay, so then another tip.
Yes.
This hasn't gone too south, has it?
Yeah.
All right. One thing is that you would never thank your servants.
Okay.
Because you'd be thanking them all the time.
I know.
So it's literally a thankless job.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And then one final note, and this is in honor of a special anniversary today.
Yes.
Our daughter Rachel
Yep.
and son-in-law Sean.
Yep.
This is their wedding anniversary,
Yes,
number
it is.
5.
Wow.
September 19th.
Time flies.
Yes, it really does. And they are out celebrating in a wonderful fashion, and
Yep.
we're going to catch up with them later.
Right.
But one thing about the Downton Abbey times with marriages, they weren't always love matches.
Right. Okay.
A lot of them were sort of
business transactions.
Business transaction. And what's really odd is that, we think so much about, probably especially with the Dollar Princess and the money that they brought from their family. But English aristocracy, they really valued status oftentimes over money.
Right.
So, for example, with Lady Mary,
yes,
they would have considered the marriage of the well-bred Lord Gillingham as preferable to the wealthier, self-made newspaper mogul Richard Carlisle.
Yep. And see how that worked out.
Right. So I think, they certainly welcomed the American money.
Right.
But they still had sort of this.
Yeah, I know. You can look down your nose at anything.
Right. You have a job.
Yep.
Okay. So how we doing?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
All right.
Okay. So I want to, remind. Has it still been pollen season? The whole 51 podcast?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Apologize for that. But I want to remind everyone that the blog stories that we talk about, we've definitely got the one for Stevensville in there. We're going to be doing blogs on the movie.
Right.
No spoiler alerts.
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers. And we'll talk about the tea that we had in Lyon Township and the Downton Abbey events.
Yes.
And we'll put links to all the other topics.
So much information.
It's all good stuff.
Very good.
So I think I might hear that sound.
There we go.
Okay. Want to thank On TV Studios again for having us be here and all their wonderful staff. I want to thank all our listeners and viewers. Please consider being a guest on our podcast.
Yes. There's fabulous prizes.
There's
involved.
merch.
Yeah.
You get a coffee mug just for coming.
Yeah.
And again, always to my studio engineer, co-host, and definitely arm candy, Chris.
Oh, okay. Very good.
All right.
All right. Are we done?
We are done. As we like to say,
all right,
please stay tuned.